Before we begin, a few important words. This recording is intended for relaxation, personal development, and general well-being. It is not therapy, it is not medical treatment, and it is not a substitute for professional care from a licensed healthcare provider. No specific results are promised or guaranteed. Every person's experience is unique, and what you take from this session is entirely your own. If you are dealing with a medical condition, a mental health concern, or are currently receiving treatment of any kind, please continue to work with your healthcare provider. This recording is meant to complement your well-being, never to replace professional guidance. Hypnosis recordings, while effective for many people, are not a replacement for working one-on-one with a trained and highly skilled clinical hypnotherapist. If you are dealing with a specific issue and would like personalized help, I invite you to visit phobiafree.life and schedule a free consultation with a certified clinical hypnotherapist. Before we begin, this recording contains hypnosis. Please do not listen to this while driving, operating machinery, or doing anything that requires your full attention. Find a quiet, comfortable place where you can simply relax, undisturbed, for the duration of this session. If at any time you need to be fully alert, you can simply open your eyes, take a deep breath, and return to full waking awareness immediately. Find yourself in a comfortable position now. And you don't need to do anything in particular, just allow your body to settle the way it naturally wants to when given permission to simply be still. You might notice the weight of your body against whatever is supporting you right now. And isn't it interesting how you never really noticed that support before, and yet it was always there? Your eyes can remain open, or they may find their own way to close. And some people find their eyes closing almost before they expect them to. And that's perfectly fine, because your unconscious mind always knows exactly what it needs. With each breath you take, you don't even have to try to relax, because relaxation isn't something you do, it's something you allow, and your body already knows how. Perhaps you notice a gentle heaviness beginning in your shoulders, or maybe it starts somewhere else entirely. It doesn't matter where it begins, only that it spreads slowly, naturally, the way warmth spreads through your hands on a cold day, without any effort at all. And as that comfortable feeling continues to deepen, your mind may begin to drift a little, the way it does in those moments just before sleep, when thoughts become softer, less urgent, more like clouds passing than anything requiring your attention. You don't need to follow every word I say. In fact, your unconscious mind is already doing exactly what it needs to do, and your conscious mind is welcome to rest. With every breath out, just a little more comfortable, a little more settled, a little more yours. And when you're ready, we can go somewhere quite wonderful together. I'd like to start with something you might not expect to hear. Your anxiety, the feeling that brought you here tonight, is not a malfunction. It's not a sign that something is broken inside you. It's actually your body's protection system working exactly the way it was designed to work. The only problem is that it's been turned up too high, like a smoke detector that goes off every time you make toast. The detector isn't broken, it's just too sensitive. And sensitivity, unlike damage, can be recalibrated. That's what we're going to do tonight. Not fix you because you're not broken. Just gently turn the sensitivity down to a level that actually serves you. A level where your alarm system still works, still protects you when there's a real threat, but stops screaming at you about toast. But first, I need you to remember something. I'd like you to think of a time, any time in your life, when you felt genuinely at ease, genuinely calm, not because nothing was happening, but because you felt centered and grounded in yourself, regardless of what was happening around you. Maybe it was after something was resolved, a worry you'd been carrying that finally turned out to be nothing, and you felt that wave of relief wash through your whole body. Or maybe it was a moment in nature, somewhere open and wide and quiet, where the space itself seemed to calm your nervous system just by being vast enough to absorb everything you were carrying. Or maybe it's your own moment, a time when ease wasn't something you wished for, it was something you lived in. Whatever that time is, find the feeling, not my word for it, yours. Whatever you call that state of being okay, of being grounded, of being enough. And be there now. Let your body remember. Feel what your shoulders did in that moment. They probably dropped. Feel what your jaw did. It probably softened. Feel what your breathing did. It probably slowed down and deepened all by itself. And notice where in your body that feeling lives most strongly. In your chest, your belly, your hands, wherever it is, that's your center, that's your ground. That feeling has been there your whole life, underneath the anxiety, the way the ground is always there underneath the weather. Rain, wind, storms, the ground doesn't care, it just stays. Now let that feeling spread. From your center, outward, the way a stone dropped in still water sends ripples in every direction, smooth, gentle, effortless, through your chest, your arms, your hands, down through your belly, your legs, your feet, and up through your throat, the place where anxiety so often sits. Let that calm move through it like warm water through a narrow channel, gently opening it, softening it, until your throat feels wide and open and free. Good. Now, let me tell you about a tree. There was a tree, was an old one, standing alone on a hillside, and this tree had been through everything, every kind of storm, wind that bent it almost to the ground, rain that lashed it for days, lightning that struck the hill around it, and yet it was still standing, not because it was rigid, not because it fought the storms, but because it had learned something that most people haven't. It had learned to bend. When the wind came, it didn't resist, it moved with it, and when the wind stopped, it returned to center, every time, effortlessly, not because it was trying to be strong, but because its roots were so deep and so steady that coming back to center was simply what it did, the way a bell returns to stillness after being struck, the way water returns to calm after being disturbed. And your nervous system can work exactly the same way. Right now, it's been trying to be rigid, bracing against every potential threat, staying tense and vigilant all the time, and that's exhausting. Because rigidity isn't strength. Rigidity is what breaks in a storm. What survives is flexibility. What survives is having roots so deep that no matter what disturbs the surface, you always come back to center. And that feeling you found, that calm, that's your root system. It's already deep. It's already strong. You just forgot it was there because the storms have been loud lately. But the roots don't care about the storms. They're too deep to be affected. And now amplify that feeling. Let it double. Feel those roots going deeper. Feel that center getting stronger. Not tighter, stronger. The way quiet strength feels. Not like clenching a fist, but like opening a hand, soft and open and completely unshakable. Double it again. Until that centered, grounded feeling is so large and so steady that the anxiety, whatever's left of it, seems very small by comparison. Like a ripple on the surface of a very deep lake. The surface might move, but the depths are completely, profoundly still. And you might try right now to feel anxious. Go ahead. Try to summon that familiar tightness, that racing heart, that feeling of dread. And notice how strange it is, how it just can't quite get started, like an engine trying to turn over in the cold. It sputters, it tries, yet the harder you try to feel anxious, the more your body refuses, because it's tasted something better now. It's remembered what calm feels like, and it doesn't want to give that up. That's not willpower. That's not you fighting the anxiety. That's your nervous system recalibrating all by itself, the way it was always meant to work. It found a better setting, a lower setting, and now it's going to start using it. Now, imagine a day in the future, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. Something happens that would normally trigger your anxiety, a meeting, a phone call, a thought, a situation. And instead of that familiar spike, that rush of adrenaline, that tightness in your chest, you notice something different. You notice space, a pause between the trigger and your response, a moment where your body says, I see this, and I'm choosing how to respond to it rather than just reacting. And in that space, that beautiful quiet space, you find your center, your roots, that feeling you found tonight, and you respond from there, from that grounded, steady, open place, and the situation that used to overwhelm you just doesn't. Not because the situation changed, but because you did. And each time this happens, each time you find that space and respond from center, the new pattern gets stronger, and the old pattern gets weaker, not through fighting, through choosing again and again, until the new way becomes the only way. And the tree on the hillside keeps standing, and the wind keeps coming, and the tree keeps bending, and coming back to center. And that's what you're learning right now, not to stop the wind, just to trust your roots. Now, in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And you'll have a choice. You can open your eyes, feeling calm and grounded and clear, carrying this feeling into the rest of your day or evening. Or you can simply let go and drift into a deep, restful, peaceful sleep. Whatever you choose is exactly right. 1. Awareness beginning to shift. That centered feeling, still strong, still steady. 2. Whether you're coming up or going deeper, the calm stays with you. The roots hold. 3. Your body is making its choice. Trust it. It knows what it needs right now. 4. Almost there. Feeling balanced, feeling grounded, feeling free. 5. Eyes opening gently, refreshed, calm, and centered, or eyes staying softly closed, drifting peacefully into the deepest rest your body has known in a long time. Whichever you chose, the calm is yours now, and it's not going anywhere.